Hey guys, it's Hector Castillo from girlschase.com. Today I want to talk about the Madonna-Whore complex, and is it a problem for men? Now that question actually has two possible directions of answers. Firstly, is it a problem for men in the sense that they are entrapped into the Madonna-Whore complex, which I'll explain in a second, or do men actually face that persecution of the Madonna-Whore complex, but from women to them? So let's answer the first one. Is it a problem for guys in the sense that they have the Madonna-Whore complex about women in their mind? Okay, what is the Madonna-Whore complex? The name Madonna within this phrase is actually kind of ironic because I would say that Madonna's a pretty big whore. Madonna is the perfect woman, the angel, the virgin, and the nice lady in the streets who would never be sexual. No, that would be dirty, right? And then the whore is, you know, the trumpet, the girl who's going to the bar every trumpet. Is that a word that people use? Okay, let me try that again. And the whore, it's pretty obvious she's a whore. She's what? And the whore, well, she likes dick, and she likes a lot of it. Sometimes multiple dicks at once. Sometimes one dick, but then a pussy because she's having a threesome. You know, the idea of a whore is a girl who's very, very sexual. Obviously, there's some negative, judgmental, pejorative connotations with whore, but as I'm going to tell you right now, there's nothing bad about being a whore. Obviously, if a girl's pissing me off and I feel like insulting her, I'll probably throw in a whore or a cunt there just to make her mad. But really, if you want to fuck a lot of guys and have a lot of sex, more power to you. Actually, I feel like the guys who get mad about whores are the ones who aren't involved with the sex, right? If you're getting laid by a bunch of sluts and getting your dick sucked by literal professionals, you're probably not going to be mad that they're whores. You're probably going to be very happy. And in fact, my greatest dream is for every girl to be a whore for me, okay? But if you find yourself judging women for their whorish behaviors, whether they actually are whorish or not, right? Because she could be a perfect girl, but she just happens to like a guy that you don't like, and you find out that she slept with him, and you're like, oh, fuck you, whore. Or, you know, on the extreme end, you have a girlfriend who cheats on you. Might you be justified in calling her a whore? Not really. It's not her sexuality that was the problem, right? It was the fact that you probably didn't run the relationship correctly, that you dated a really promiscuous girl who you know is going to be hard to satisfy, right? So it's not her whorish behavior that's necessarily bad. It's just she probably doesn't make a good partner because of her behaviors. It's a little bit not PC, but at the same time, it actually is super PC because we're being very understanding of people's behaviors. And hey, if you want to fuck a lot of people, you can fuck a lot of people. And it would be in your best interest not to be judgmental about this, because even though we're very red pill and very traditional, a lot of our arguments for the male to female relationship, right? The man is dominant, the woman is submissive. We do have a little bit of liberalism sprinkled in there. And I mean that philosophically, not politically. And that allows us to be less judgmental than some guys who are in what we call the manosphere communities, or even worse, the MGTOW communities, where they just don't, you know, care about women anymore, and they just want to go hang out by themselves or together and jerk each other off. I don't know. It would really suck if I couldn't hang out with girls. So if you let go of that judgmentalness and of your beliefs that women are one or the other, right? This is the other flaw of the Madonna-Whore complex. Women aren't just either a whore or a nice girl, right? The nice girl who is dressed up really nice, she probably really likes choking on dick, right? Does it make her a slut? Maybe not technically, but there is a slut deep inside of her. And then the girl who likes to fuck a lot of guys, she's still a human being, right? She's worthy of respect and care and compassion, just like every other girl is. So please let go of these two extremes, and don't be entrapped by the Madonna-Whore complex, because that's going to hold you back with women, because it's going to block you from truly loving and appreciating women. And a man who doesn't truly appreciate women, well, he's not going to be loved back by her, because as Zamparion says, a man who loves women is loved by women. Okay, now for the second interpretation of the Madonna-Whore complex being a problem for men, do women judge men in the same way? So the two categories that would be reflective of the whore, the Madonna, would be the boyfriend and the husband, and the lover. The guy who you just use for sex, which would be analogous to the whore, And women tend to get really mad at fuckboys and shame them in the same way that men shame women who they call whores. Oh, he's just a fuckboy and he doesn't, he has commitment issues and he just has mommy issues or whatever. And they start to insult guys who don't want a relationship. Obviously, this is just them projecting their insecurities and their frustrations at finding a man who is willing to commit to them, and then shaming the man for it and hoping that there will be some kind of result, in the same way that men think that calling a woman a whore is somehow going to make her turn into either a virgin and a really nice girl, or is going to somehow convince her to sleep with him. It doesn't work that way. So yes, men are persecuted in a similar way, and I would say maybe even more than women are. In my experience, it's women who shame other women the most, and then both those women are definitely shaming guys if they're not giving them what they want. So men do get called fuckboys, right? Players, womanizers, cads. Come on, open your eyes. This happens everywhere, and it's usually accepted because when women shame, it's just allowed, and that's just how society works. So just let it go. But yes, men do get shamed in the same way, but we shouldn't give a fuck because we're men, and who gives a fuck? So you have the boyfriend or the husband on the other side, and he's the guy who is just good for commitment. He's just good for having the house and the white picket fence and being the father of your kids. Well, maybe not the biological father, right? You'll have the fuckboy do that, and then you'll have the husband take care of it, and that happens a lot more than you think. I'll actually look up some statistics on dads not being the biological fathers of their children unknowingly, and it's actually a really high percentage. It stratifies depending on the socioeconomic level. So really, really poor people, basically, that number of guys who's a dad but not the biological father can go upwards of like 20, 25, 30%. It's fucking insane. And then when you go to the higher classes, it's only around 10%. But that's still a lot. 1 in 10 guys is not really the father of the kid they think they are the father of. Right? Red pills dropping everywhere. Okay, so you have guys who are relegated to this position, and you have guys who are relegated to the fuckboy position. Is that fair? Probably not, but it's just good it's a good compartmentalization. It's efficient thinking. We're humans. We have to think quickly, because if we go through some deep thesis for every decision we make, we'd never get anything done. So it's just easier for women to say, all right, that's a fuckboy. It's a guy, you suck his dick in college, and then this is a guy you kind of marry after you finish your college degree and realize you can't make as much money as you wanted to, but you really want to have a family, so fuck it, I'll get the guy with the good job, but who's really boring and ugly. That's how it usually goes, but there's actually a third element too, and that's the friend zone. This is the triumvirate of compartmentalizations of women. So instead of the Madonna-Whore complex, it's the friend, lover, boyfriend. I almost counted 4 there. Friend, lover, boyfriend complex. And yes, we are subject to it. And it's not something that we should be mad about. It's just something that we should change. If you don't like being the boyfriend of the husband who has to wait for sex and who gets the girl after she fucked a bunch of fuckboys in college, and if you don't want to be the friend who doesn't even get any of the benefits, whether it's marriage or sex, and sometimes guys don't want to be the fuckboy anymore, right? They want to be a boyfriend, they want to be a husband. It's my suggestion that you be all 3, and you learn how to be all 3. So instead of complaining about it, oh, I get in the friend zone, oh, girls want to date me but they don't want to fuck me, or girls just use me as a walking dildo, which sometimes I've had the thought of. Sometimes it hurts my feelings when a girl just wants to have sex with me and not be in a relationship with me. Actually, it doesn't, but it's okay. It's quality problems to have. So be all 3. Don't complain about it. But then also, on the other side, when it comes to women and your judgments of them, let the Madonna-Whore complex go. It's not real. All women have a little slut inside of them, and all women have a nurturing, loving mother inside of them. This is Hector Castillo from girlschase.com. Please like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you get notifications. Follow me on social media, and leave a comment if you've ever had the Madonna-Whore complex in your mind before, because I know I did. I used to be a white knight, and I used to judge girls when I was a little bit younger. I mean, my love for them was pretty unconditional, but I would definitely get mad if I was stuck in the friend zone and they were off fucking other guys. But I eventually got over it, and now my life is 10 times better. I'll see you guys soon.